Hi, I'm Scott,
And I'm Luke.
and we're Android guys,
Give us 5 to 10 minutes of your day
and we'll tell you about a product or service.
or an app that you might be interested in. Hey, this is Luke with the Android Guys podcast. I'm here with Scott. Scott, what do you got?
Hey, today I'm going to talk to you about the Phiaton Bonobuds.
Okay.
These are some wireless earbuds. Now, I might be butchering the name. I don't know if they're called Bonobuds or Bonobuds.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
Bonobuds. Bonobuds. And here's the problem. There's another pair that I'm going to talk about in another episode. So I'm going to call them let's call them Bonobuds.
Yeah, because Bono. I mean, everybody wants to be Bono.
Right. That's Bono. So Today I'm going to talk to you about the Bonobuds. These are from Phiaton, and these are a pair of wireless earbuds that you can get in 3 different colors.
Mm-hmm.
They are a good everyman kind of earbud, kind of daily usage, nothing too extravagant, where you have kind of like some basic needs. You're
Right.
not really an audiophile.
Right.
Not, you don't care too much about codecs and all the other high-end features that come with more pricey stuff.
Sure.
So, can we tell you about them?
Yeah, let's take a break and we'll get back into it. So, Scott, we are talking about the Phiaton Bonobuds.
Yes.
You said they are just a pretty standard earbud.
Mhm.
Tell us your experience with them.
Okay, so Phiaton is a brand that I've had experience with for probably a decade now.
Sure.
They were one of the companies that I've had a chance to review their stuff for years. This is my first time playing with some of their wireless earbuds, at least in some time that I can remember.
Okay.
Normally they're over the ear, on ear kind of things.
Sure.
Back in the day when they were still tethered to each other.
Right. Yeah.
And some of those. So these are Bluetooth 5.2. They come in 3 colors. There's a blue, which is what we received. They also come in, I believe, a black and a white.
Yep.
These have a retail price of about $60. You can pick them up directly from their website. So a couple of features about these. These aren't, when I talk about this, I'm not going to sound like I'm glowing about them, but I'm also not really giving them a hard time.
Yeah.
They're just a good option for somebody who says, I don't have a huge budget to work with, but I'm looking for some nice earbuds.
Yeah.
This is a brand that I would definitely recommend.
Okay.
So if you're looking for like that, hey, I've got $50 to $75, what are some of my options? I would say if these are in your list of consideration, I would slide them up a little bit higher on the list because I know from experience
Okay.
that it's a good company.
Nice.
So these are pretty comfortable. They go in your ear. They come with a couple of different silicone tips.
Sure.
They're pretty light in the ear, and they're kind of like a bean shaped kind of design. They're not the stem. Pretty light, but they do have a 12 millimeter driver inside of them. So
Okay.
a pretty good sound for the size and for the price.
Sure.
We've also got a handful of microphones in them, so there's some noise cancellation, audio quality. Like it sounds really good, like if you're taking phone calls.
Yeah.
What else here? They've got a nice battery life.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to get up to 20 hours of battery life. Let me get these specifically for you. Pull it up so that I don't butcher it. You get 6 hours with the earbuds, and the case gives you another 14.
Okay.
So it's not bad.
No, that's right in the middle, maybe a little above average.
Yeah. Now, if you need to charge them, they're completely dead, and you want to charge them up completely, you're looking at about maybe an hour and a half.
Okay.
Now, another thing to consider, a lot of times people go to leave their house and they think, oh, these are dead. I don't have an hour and a half to kill. If you plug them in, after about 10 minutes of charging, you're going to get about an hour of playback.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
You're concerned with, hey, I'm just going out for a quick run, get a couple miles in.
Right.
Or I'm doing a workout. 10 minutes on the charger is going to give about an hour of playback.
Okay.
And if you've got a USB-C, like in your car, so if you're plugging your phone in, you can plug this in on your way to the gym or the park or whatever, and just continue to add to that as well.
Nice.
These have not, I don't want to call it transparent mode, but they have known as ambient mode.
Sure, yeah.
So that kind of gives you this like listen through ability, so you can kind of hear what's going on in the background. These are nice if you're maybe in a gym and you still want to hear what's going on, but you don't want to completely tune everything out. You might have somebody like a partner's,
Right.
calling your name, or if you're on a bus and you're waiting for them to call your stop,
Sure.
train, things like that. Now you can also go on the other side and do like the active noise canceling and kind of isolate yourself and put yourself just into the music.
Right.
And it uses some of the microphones to kind of block out some of the noise that's going on in your environment.
Okay.
I like these headphones or earbuds. I don't think they're anything extravagant. They've got a 1-year warranty. They've got a 30-day return policy.
Nice.
Price-wise, $60 is right in line with my expectation.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a good price point for an earbud, especially with these features. It looks like it has some water resistance too.
Yeah. So is it IPX4?
Yeah.
Does it show that? Yeah. Okay. So I didn't know for sure if it was 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's got to stand up to splashes. If you're sitting
even a light rain maybe
at the beach, rain, sweat, working out, different things like that. They're going to handle just fine for that.
I think with all that stuff together, $60 is right in line with that.
Yeah. The 50 does seem to be kind of like one of those cutoff points that just kind of makes sense mentally, psychological numbers.
Sure.
But at 60, you're not getting into 75, 100. That starts to open up the door for a different conversation.
Yep.
But at $60, and at one point when I was reviewing these over the last couple of weeks, they had dropped down to $50.
Okay.
An easy recommendation.
So you see them on sale. It's an easy pickup.
Yeah, I would certainly recommend them for their price.
Now I see that these, like you said, that's the traditional like bean style.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really any buttons on them. So it's touch controls. How do those work?
So for me, that's one of the things where it takes a little bit of getting used to.
Okay.
But most times when I think about what I'm doing with my earbuds,
mm-hmm.
I'm throwing one in if I'm cleaning the house, or I might put them both in, listen to a book or something while I'm doing dishes or picking up things around the house or at the gym, things like that. I'm not really touching to do too many things.
Sure.
But as part of reviewing it, playing with it, it has a little bit of a learning curve just to kind of figure out like where exactly you want to touch it.
Right. And that's standard with anything with touch controls.
Yeah. So there's nothing that you're going to feel like this click, response on that, but they're not any more awkward than, you just, once you kind of put your finger up there and figure out where that area is on the earbud.
Right.
From there, it's pretty easy. So it took me a little bit of time, but that's because I'm not like skipping to the next track,
right?
Pausing. I'm like, usually I'll pull an earbud out and have a conversation with somebody, or something like that. So, but yes, you can do all those controls from that.
Okay, cool. And these are coming in right at $60, and from Phiaton, which, like you said, is a brand that's been around for a while. So, it's a quality brand. Anything else you want to throw out on these?
Nope, that's it.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as SWebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.